Oy vey, it's 2025 and YouTubers are disappearing left and right. Either they didn't pick the right side when it comes to Israel and Palestine, they got caught saying the N-word, or tried to a kid, and then they get cancelled. Like seriously though, if you were a YouTuber and there were logs of you saying the N-word, what would you do if they got leaked? That's a genuine fear I have, so I've been thinking about this for a very long time. But now we don't have to worry any longer, because I've made the definitive guide on how to not get cancelled. Like, this video is supposed to be funny, but everything I'm saying in this video is absolutely true, so take notes. Because not getting cancelled is not as clear as you would think it would be. It's not about avoiding the wrong things, but it's more about doing them with the right people. It's like you have different friend groups. In some friend groups, you're allowed to say certain things, and in others, that's a no-go. You aren't allowed to do that. Like, there are people online who've literally said the N-word one time, and they've lost their entire business, like Papa John's. But then there are people online who say it constantly, and it not only has no effect on them, but it makes them even more popular. So again, it's not about doing the wrong things. It's about doing them with the right people. But before anything else, the first step is follow the rules of the platform and do your best not to get removed or demonetized. So here on YouTube, they have rules. I have to follow them to the best of my ability so that I don't get removed or demonetized. Very simple rule. Not the easiest always to follow though, but it's the first thing you always have to think about. And the second step is cultivate the right audience. Cultivate it at the beginning. For example, you don't want a sensitive audience. If you do something that they dislike in any way, they're just going to leave. That is not a firm foundation. Haven't you ever gone to Bible school? They always talk about this. Build your house not on the sand, but a stone, a firm foundation. Don't build your house on snowflakes. This is extremely important, and the second thing you have to do other than simply follow the rules of the platform. It doesn't matter if you're monetized or you're allowed to be on a platform if people don't watch you because you got canceled. With the right audience, you can do anything you want. With the wrong audience, you can't do anything right. It could be that you cultivate a left-wing audience, for example, but you're secretly right-wing. If you ever reveal that or have any sort of basic right-wing belief, and it shows, they're gonna leave you because of it. You don't want that. And then we have the third step, don't be attracted to children. This step's optional though if you're a leftist streamer because they generally don't care. Step 4, be transparent with who you are and don't destroy that trust. It again goes back to people like Vaush. He was very smart about it. He always made up those weird, creepy hypotheticals about children, about cheese pizza.
It is possible for an adult and a child to have a relationship and for it to have positive outcomes on the child as well. That is possible.
And a small percent of his audience was in denial, but everybody knew. Everybody knew, and they were fine with it. And that was smart of him, actually. That saved his career, because he cultivated an audience that had a tolerance to those types of things, who didn't care at all if he was into it. So when the loli stuff got leaked, people didn't care at all. He lost a minuscule amount of his audience to it, because they already knew. Let's go back to the second step. He cultivated the right audience that didn't care, and he was transparent the entire time with who he was. It wasn't a mystery to anybody. And then you can see this repeated with Sam Hyde, for example. He's extremely edgy, and he was always edgy from the first day. And he can say pretty much anything he wants. Papa John's, he said the N-word one time. Sam Hyde, he says it whenever he wants, and nobody cares. He cultivated the right audience, and he was always transparent with who he was. It's not about avoiding the wrong things. It's about doing them with the right people. Now, some people might complain and say Papa John's isn't the best example because he is a businessman. He's not an internet personality. But the point still stands. And if you look at Vaush, if you look at Sam Hyde, if you look at all of these countless examples, you'll see that that's what they've done from the first day. And if you look at the cancel culture we have today, because we do have a cancel culture, look at all these videos that are constantly being made about people to destroy their reputation or get them canceled. Whenever a famous celebrity does something, everybody's making videos out to cancel them and out to make money off of other people's reputations. That is by definition a cancel culture. But the secret is, it doesn't matter how many people hate you. It doesn't matter how many people dislike you. When Alec Gunter made those videos about me trying to call me out because I didn't adhere to his leftist morality, I got a lot of hate. People actively came to my channel to just attack me. But none of it mattered, and it certainly didn't matter what Alec Gunter thought because he's not my audience. Nobody unsubscribed, nobody cared who was part of my audience already. Because what fundamentally gets a person canceled is is not the amount of people that dislike them, it's about their own audience turning against them. And it's very funny, I've posted some very controversial videos, and people have told me that I'm on the edge, but that's my intention. I don't have a big audience yet, I have nothing to risk. And if I were to build an audience without being edgy at all, without being my genuine self, with what I enjoy or what I believe, I'm putting myself in a risky position. And if you're going to get into YouTube, you're going to get into any content creation, you want to be transparent with who you are and what you believe. And that is my guide on how to not get canceled in 2025. I say this now, but it's still possible that in the future I could get my channel removed. I got a lot of crazy stuff I genuinely believe that would put me at risk. But we'll see, I'll try to play it safe. Or I'll post it on a different platform or something. We'll see. And if you liked this video or found it useful, be sure to subscribe. It would mean so much. Anyways, have a good one.